Hello, my name is Brother Sean, and I want to share something really beautiful with you. I was reading the scripture reading for the evening prayer the other evening, and it was for Tuesday. And it really took my breath away because it confirmed to me that God does plastic. Yes, He's the inventor of the access-friendly card, your Barclaycard Visa. Well, now we can say we've got a God Visa card, because listen what He says. "O come to the water, all you who are thirsty. Though you have no money, come. Buy corn without money, and eat, and at no cost, wine and milk." And that's taken from Isaiah chapter 55 verse 1. And if you are a Bible reading person and you doubt God's providence, or your back is to the wall this day, and you want proof that God invented the credit card, there's your proof. Wow. So I'll read it again. "Oh, come to the water, all you who are thirsty. Though you have no money, come. Buy corn without money and eat, and at no cost, wine and milk." Wow, what's that saying to you? What is that really saying to your heart? I know it's saying something to your head, because my head had difficulty comprehending it. But the lesson I had to learn was it wasn't a message for my ego or the seedbed for the Antichrist who causes distress, chaos, confusion, crisis. It was a simple message from a loving Father, Mother God, whose name has been defaced by clerics who have abused His love because of being spiritually arrogant. Hello. So here we have a beautiful reading written centuries ago, and it's saying that God not only created the world and all its inhabitants, the animal kingdom, the seasons, the elements, you and me, He also created the credit card. I'm excited. Are you not excited? Because I'm happy, knowing that as one who's committed my life in service to God, as a contemplative enclosed Franciscan monk, a member of the Teo community of St. Francis, we don't do head, we don't do nonsense, we do simplicity. And we honour the heart, because the heart is our teacher, and it's in the heart where God speaks to us. And Francis got it right. Wow, what a guy. He said, shut the mouth, close the ears and open the heart. Maybe not in that language, but basically that's what he said. And when you stop and listen, and I was just doing something there a few minutes ago, and something came to my heart and said, read the lesson, the reading for the previous nights, and there you'll find your answer that God invented the divine credit card. So there's the fingers going through the old pages of my old breviary, which is falling apart. Look, it's falling apart because I've had it since 1974. I bought it just after I left the monastery as a Catholic nursing monk, because in my heart I knew I had to carry on saying my morning and evening prayer. And that's been my lifeline. If it wasn't for that, I think I could have easily committed Harry-Carry. But something said, honour your tradition. And whilst I didn't subscribe to what was going on in the monastery, and the abuse of God's love and power, and the spiritual arrogance and the underneathness that I experienced, something said, get back to simplicity. And reciting my office twice a day since 74 has kept me sane, within reason. And there it is. Wow. You can buy wheat and corn without money. You can drink till the well is dry without any money. The God of all creation, the God of my life, the God of your heart, is offering you an olive branch today. And he's saying, if your back is to the wall and you've lost everything, great. Surrender. Get down on your knees and surrender your heart. And use your gift of free will. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. And that's what's wrong today. So many people are locked into the materialistic mind and world, and they can't cope when they've lost things because they're attached. We've not to be attached, because when you snuff it, you can't take them with you. Or as Granny Mulligan used to say to me, my beloved friend and teacher, there's nae pockets in my shroud, son. How true. But because you may be down on your luck, you can get help from God. He will give you access 24/7 to the divine credit card, but you've got to get down on your knees. Oh yes, brother. Yes, this isn't a nanny state. God doesn't take prisoners. He wants friends. He wants children who love him with unconditional love. But sadly, when was it the last time you actually prayed to God? Was it at a funeral or a wedding or a crisis? You know, over here we have a saying in England, you've got your Christian, your Anglican Christian goes to church 3 times in their life. Christmas, a wedding and a funeral. How sad. How sad. But I know that as a monk living to the vow of providence, where I've surrendered everything. And you know what? I'm freer now than I was when I was in charge of all my finances, worrying about my mortgage. I've not handed away my power. I've not been irresponsible, as people say I have. No, I've not. I've been responsible because I've looked at my life and I've realized at 62 years of age, what matters here? Who am I? Why am I here? What's this life all about? Outside our little monastery walls, the world is caving in under pressure and fear. The clients that come here who are locked in that mindset of fear, they have lost everything, or they have been given a diagnosis and they can't cope with it, which I understand. But they're ruled by fear. They're facing bankruptcy. They may be facing redundancy. And when I've held them in my arms and prayed over them and asked Jesus to touch them, he does it. I don't see it because they never come back. With the exception 1 or 2 does. But then I meet the clients that I've seen years ago on my travels around the world, and they say, hi, Sean, do you remember me? And I see the glint in their eye and I think, hello, I do remember you. Yes. Have you still got the same problem? Yes. Sorry, pet, I'm not the man to see. And why not? Because you're wallowing. You were the victim then, now you're the abuser. Because you're abusing God's gift, you're abusing my gift, you're abusing your free will. You've chosen to stay stuck. Hello. But if you are struggling today, if you are down on your luck unfairly, surrender. Surrender the issues that are taking away your inner peace, God's peace. Invite, invoke and ask, and he will come. She will come. Yes, they will provide for your needs. They will ensure that you have water in your belly and food. They will make sure you've got heat and clothing. They will provide your needs, and your children won't starve, and you will have a roof over your head. But who do you trust? Your head or your heart? The choice is yours. So remember, you can buy wheat and corn without money. Oh yes, try it. Email me.